Okay, we're live. I was supposed to have another song up there, but for some reason it didn't play and it jumped into my bumper music. Excuse me. So I am completely ill prepared. I have no Guinness. But what I do have is Danielle, who is in the Google Hangout. She's on video in her car driving home from a house showing. Hi, Danny.
I am. Hi, unless Kurt's watching, in which case I am not doing that.
Absolutely not. And if he's
No.
watching and it looks like you're in a car, he is gravely mistaken.
Yes, no, this is my office. He's just not looking closely enough.
Right.
Yes.
So I have something new set up here, and for people listening on the radio, you probably would want to be watching on YouTube for this. I've got a close-up camera, kind of. It's actually my cell phone, which I've rigged to stream to the studio here, and I'm hooking it up right now, and I'm going to show this new little gadget I picked up. So what happened? I dropped my iPad the other day. And it was it was in its keyboard case. So the iPad was fine, but I destroyed the keyboard case. So
Okay.
I went and picked up a new one. And if I flip over here, there she is right there. This is a Incipio Clamcase Pro. This is all aluminum on the top here. Go ahead.
Is that bigger than your other one?
No, it's the same size, to be honest, because it still fits the iPad mini. But it's a metal, I don't know, metal deck with nice clicky keys. Looks just like a MacBook. The outside that's a white, lovely actually, smudge-proof, scratch-proof white polycarbonate shell. Very, very thin profile on this thing. And the number of viewing angles are amazing. However, it's difficult to demonstrate that with one hand. I'm holding my cell phone here, but I can flip it all the way back for what they call touchscreen mode, even further over for tablet mode, or stand it up in a easel kind of mode like this. And I'll tell you what, I've been very happy with this. The biggest,
That's awesome.
yeah, I like it a lot. The biggest difference between this one and my other one is my other one had a backlit keyboard, which this one does not have, unfortunately. So yeah, which is fine. The screen lights up the keyboard for the most part anyway, which is good. Oh, so what have you been up to, Danny?
Nothing. Just I'd worked this afternoon in the office and now just went and showed a house and heading home.
Okay. I may have to switch over video here because while I see you on the Hangout flipping over, which I hope is what's being broadcast to YouTube, in the Minicam application, all I see is me. It's not switching to you. So I'll leave it like this for a bit, then switch it over and check the replay and see if that works, and then I'll know in the future. Again, we're still troubleshooting. Sorry, folks. All right.
What have you been up to?
Well, breaking my iPad keyboard, obviously.
Yeah.
I've been working. I've really seriously been thinking about getting a one of those drones, one of those DJI Phantom 3 drones. They're on sale right now at Best Buy for $500, which seems like a good deal. Right before Christmas, they were $800. So it seems all right.
Is there an actual like application that you want it for, or just for fun?
I would want it just for fun.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just to play with. No specific reason. I would set it into robot mode and have it follow me to work as I'm driving.
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you, really?
I know. I mean, I think that's probably the only valid reason to have a drone. Oh,
I mean, until they make the one that's going to fly you to work.
Exactly. So we have a new phone number for Tech Talk, and this is just for Tech Talk. It's 404-913-9153. I'm doing this because they've been having some issues with the phones in the studio. My phone works perfectly with the phone in the studio. However, that is not my phone number. That's my throwaway Google Voice number. It will only be active while the show's going on. So feel free to call in 404-913-9153. Danielle, I'll send you that later. Not that you need
Okay.
it. You have my regular number. And Keith, Keith, you can call in on either number unless you're at hockey, in which case don't call in at all.
Yeah, I don't remember if he has hockey tonight or not.
Yeah, me either. So I'm way behind here. Like I said, I screwed up the beginning of the show. Thought I had another song lined up. I wanted to play David Bowie, wanted to play Modern Love, but the file
I think we need to play David Bowie all night long. I think people should play David Bowie for like the next 3 days.
I was thinking about it.
Exclusively.
There aren't too many Bowie
he was
songs in rotation
the
here.
First man in a dress that I loved.
Yeah, he kind of defined gender identity.
Yes.
Before anybody else.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he made it a conversation. Like he brought it out into the forefront.
Yeah, he made it mainstream. I mean, he brought it to the BBC before, when the BBC didn't allow things like that.
Right. Yeah, just came right out one day and said, I'm gay, while he was married and had 1 or 2 kids. I know he's got Duncan. Anyway, married and had at least 1 kid, and just said, yeah, I'm gay.
That's right. Married with children.
Yeah.
And banging Mick Jagger. So, there's that.
Yeah. Yeah, I would believe that he had rather refined taste.
Yeah.
His sexual partners of either and both sexes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about refined. I mean, him and Mick Jagger. Whew, it's not exactly Bowie was a kind of a refined gentleman. Mick Jagger, not so much.
Come on.
Anyway, so something came up in Georgia.
Yes.
House Bill 731 got introduced into the Georgia House of Representatives. It is a bill that will ban what they call assault weapons. But if you read the language, it defines an assault weapon as any semi-automatic weapon. So that would, under that blanket description, that's any rifle and any handgun.
Handgun, yeah.
It seeks to ban standard capacity magazines, or what they consider high capacity magazines. In other words, the magazine that came with your gun. And it wants to ban certain kinds of ammunition. Of course, this is a Democrat bill. It's sponsored by 5 Georgia Democrats. I would highly recommend people go look up House Bill 731, look who the sponsors are, and make sure they do not get reelected. Also, contact your local representative and demand that they oppose this nonsense. And remember, come November, if you really do want to keep your guns and value your Second Amendment rights, you need to vote for Republicans. If you don't value that, then vote for whomever you want. But if you do, if you want your guns and you like your guns, then vote GOP. Isn't that right, Dan?
Yes. I was just thinking, I was wondering if I should bring this up or if it was just me being silly and taking us off target. Do you know about the AARP and how liberal and gun grabber they are?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I don't know that, is that widely known? Because, we are, AARP membership starts when you're 50.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not all that far from that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't know if people know about the legislative leg branch, whatever, of the AARP and the things that they have backed and pushed, and that there are other options other than the AARP for old folks. So, sorry, I was just thinking about that when you were talking about the, if you're...
Here's the thing. The AARP do some good work. but
Mhm.
they're a left-leaning organization and remarkably gun grabby. And
Right. And there are less liberal, there are conservative organizations that also do good work that champion the rights of, I don't know the politically correct term for old people, but champion the rights of old people, but are conservative. Like you don't have to just, sorry, I totally just interrupted you.
no, that's
But
fine.
my mom, as you know, is old. And when my dad passed away very suddenly, her insurance, health insurance, was through my dad's retirement. And that all changed when he passed away. So she was looking at AARP for insurance, for health insurance.
Mhm.
And they do a lot of that. But there are other options, which a friend of ours who is a huge gun rights advocate helped her, um, you know, helped her to become educated on what the AARP does and whether or not she wanted to be a part of that, and she didn't. So she went with AMAC, which is a similar organization, but they are conservative.
Okay. AMAC.
AMAC.
AMAC. Okay. That's me. AMAC.
Yes, they're a Mac. Yes,
That,
exactly.
that's easy to remember.
Yes.
Okay. So
So,
I'm gonna send Keith this Google Hang. He is at hockey. I'm gonna send him this
okay.
Google Hangouts link and see if he'll video. Oh, that's not it. I sent him the wrong link. And see if he will video in. What do you reckon?
Yes, see if he'll take us to hockey with him. That would be super fun.
Yeah, it would. Damn it, but it won't copy and paste this link.
Bitches.
Yeah, I know.
We
God,
need a tech guy.
yeah, that's that's funny. Fuck, I can't
Kind
get
of
this to
is.
work. Um, all right. So what else? Oh, so more on this. The president's executive order on gun control. I've been reading into this a little and thinking about it, and I've determined that his executive orders, as they're currently written in conjunction with ATF rules, do in actual fact right now ban the private sale of firearms. So how do you like that?
Wow.
So here's what I mean. Let me try this link. Here's what I mean. The His executive order is very vague in what it does. It says if you are in the business of selling firearms, you have to get a license and register and do all the correct paperwork and background checks on people. The number of guns you have to sell in order to qualify as a dealer, they don't specify. All they do is give you information on some current court cases, some current rulings that have said people who have sold as few as 2 guns have been prosecuted and convicted for selling guns without a license as a dealer. So if you sell 2, let's say 2 guns in a year, you have to get licensed in order to sell them. Now, these are obviously part of your personal collection. Current ATF laws, as they are written, or ATF rules, I should say, as they are written, prohibit the use of a federal firearms license for personal use. So if your intention is to sell 2 of your privately owned firearms, you will be breaking the law if you get an FFL in order to sell those firearms. So sell them without a license, you're breaking the law. Get the license and try to sell them as a private individual, and you are also breaking the law. So yeah, as it's written right now, they have effectively, well, they've either made you a criminal, which if you get the license and sell them, you're a criminal. If you don't get the license and sell them, you're a criminal. So what are you to do?
Yeah,
Right now, right
what
now,
is
the only
the,
safe thing to do is to not sell your guns.
right?
So well played, Obama, because that's I think that's obviously what he wanted. Of course, it's going to be challenged, or the ATF are going to have to rewrite their rules, but they're not going to be in any hurry to do that. It'll,
Right.
the government's never in a hurry to do anything. So, right, I was listening to a show earlier today, and a lot of people are just not going to gun shows now. Apparently, these are private sellers who went to gun shows who are no longer going to gun shows in the last couple of weeks because of these regulations. So yeah, well done. I think he accomplished what he wanted to accomplish, at least for a few weeks, and we'll see where it goes from here.
You know, what he did that I think is so brilliant and underhanded and just fucking cowardly is to throw the whole mental health piece in there, because it's like smoke and mirrors. That's drawing people's attention away from.
There's Keith.
Hi, Keith.
I don't think I hear you guys, but I'm on.
Hello.
Oh,
There he is.
oh, look, there's Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Danielle's on the phone. Hi, Danielle.
Hi. I'm waving. They can't see me.
Yep.
Good one. It's already 1-0.
That's lovely. So Keith is videoing. He's Google Hangout videoing in from the Atlanta Gladiators game, where it's 1-0 to the Gladiators. Keith.
Correct.
Okay, 1-0 Gladiators. Turn your phone the other way. Turn it landscape. Turn your phone landscape.
Oh.
There you go. That's better. Now it's filling the screen. Shit, I'm just gonna stand here and watch hockey. Screw the rest of this.
I can actually hear you because the microphone and speaker are in the back. So.
That's brilliant. All right. Hey, at least now we know we can do mobile call-ins. So. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're both mobile.
That's right. Yeah, Danielle's in the car. Keith's at hockey. This is brilliant.
We can do live remotes.
Absolutely. Go Gladiators.
That's over in the stands.
Yeah. All right, Keith. Thank you, man. I'll let you get back to your game.
All right,
Bye,
I'm gonna
Keith.
hang up.
All right, brother. See ya. Don't know why I'm yelling at him.
Bye. I don't know why I'm waving like he can see me.
I don't know if he's trying to hang up or not. Yeah,
Reject him.
I am.
Alex,
Look at this, the chicken guys in the house!
Alex has a radio show.
Oh, he's explaining what he was doing. How
There he
funny.
was. That's brilliant.
That's awesome.
I like that. All right, so now I have a close-up cam. I have remote call-ins, and
Yep.
from anywhere in the world, by the way. The link is on the Tech Talk Facebook page. If you want to jump in on the video, feel free. If you have any tech questions, or you can call in 404-913-9153. We have a break coming up, Danny. I'm going to grab a Guinness.
Okay.
How close are you to home?
About 4 minutes.
All right. Well, then by the time we get back, you should be comfortably in your desk.
Awesome. Sounds like a plan.
All right, guys. We'll be back in a bit. That's brilliant. So I've got so I can do, man, I'm getting all kind of fancy stuff set up here.
Uh-huh. We're getting techie.
Yeah. All right, so let's throw Fame in there. I'm going to throw in one extra song to give you a bit more time to get home.
Okay. Yeah, I need to set up. My office is not set up.
Yeah, I wanted to play Modern Romance, but Modern Love, sorry, but the
Yes.
file's corrupt. And but I will play Dancing in the Street.
Uh,
But the file was corrupt, so that
Okay.
sucks. And I'm gonna move Queen. I'm gonna leave 1, 2. I'm gonna play 4 songs. Screw it. That'll give me time to get a Guinness, get everything. And I'm trying to download a song for Jacob.
the same one from last week?
Say what, Dan? Sorry.
Is it the same song from last week?
The same Queen? Yeah. Oh, yeah. My songs are all the same. They're all set up. And for anybody watching the replay that doesn't know, this show goes out over the radio. So during these breaks, the people on the radio are listening to sponsors and some music, which is why we have these gaps in between segments. And you know, I'm not going to dance around like a monkey during the break, so I might wander off. I'm going to in a minute because I have to grab a beer. And I'm giving us a particularly long break this time because I was so late getting the show started. Dan,
Yes.
I'm going to go grab a Guinness. I'm going to eject you for now. Why don't you log in as soon as you get
Okay.
home?
Yep. Sounds good.
Bye.
All right, buddy. See ya.
All right, so it's just me on my own right now. Damn it. Now I need to find a little something for Jacob. Excuse me. Next, I need my authenticator. What's my password? Let's try that. I hear people running around upstairs like little banshees. All right, Jacob, let me see if I can find this song. Rachel Lipsky, here we go. Download. Show in folder. I'll drag it. I'll drag it there for now. All right. Tell Rachel that she'll be up after Eric Clapton at around 8:40. Wait, no, I can't do that because I'm stopping the show at 8:30. Tell her she'll be up at 8:02. Yeah, 8:02. And I guess I'll drag her to my playlist folder just for shits and giggles. So let's get out of there. All right. Sign right there. Golden years. That's good. Excuse me. All right, now I'm going to grab a beer. Just as long as you are there. So I threw some David Bowie songs into the mix because obviously it's David Bowie week this week. Dancing in the street. Dancing in the street. Sweet music. Sweet music. 3593. Did I put the singer-songwriter in the title? I have absolutely no idea, Jacob. Let's say no, I did not. I'm going in my fancy handy cam. Do a little advertising here. Yes, indeed. Ooh, that's delicious. Let's see if I can do this. Here. Delicious. All right, while I'm here, I'm going to show this little beauty off. This is, well, it's a portable charger for my Apple Watch and also for, shed a bit more light here, also for my iPhone with this handy dandy cable that pops out here. What you do is, this is a metal top with a couple of magnets that interface here. You take your Apple Watch charger, it plugs in via USB right down in that little hole there. You wrap the cable around, goes through one of these and sits there. You take the lid, line up the magnet, slap it on top, set your Apple Watch on top. You can plug in your iPhone and charge. It is a handy little piece of kit. It's from the guys at Nomad. And I love this thing. It's I think a 6,000 milliamp hour battery or some nonsense like that, which is kind of handy. This is the controller that I use on my iPad to play video games. The Steel Series, whatever the hell it's called. Can't remember now. Tiny little thing. You can find these now for, I don't know, 30, 40 bucks on Amazon. Bluetooth controller hooks up to your iPad. Let you game like a boss. I love this little thing. I don't know why I'm telling you all that, but I am. Transmit. I'm liking this little handheld camera. I would really like, excuse me, I would really like something that let me show the screen of my iPhone or iPad connected that way. I might be able to set that up as some kind of, it's possible I could set that up as some kind of IP camera. I don't know. We'll see. That's something for the future. We're just trying to Trying to get all these little details taken care of so that hopefully the show will go smoother in the future. Tiffany and Co. got back into the watch game recently after being out of it for a long time, actually. And they've just released a couple. Oh God, pop-ups. They've just released a couple of new watches based on watches that they put out in the 1930s and 1940s. The one here is the Tiffany CT60. It's oh God, it's a beautiful looking watch. It almost looks like a pocket watch, wristwatch, if that makes any sense. It's gorgeous. I don't know how much it is. It's a chronograph. It's absolutely beautiful. I want one of these. Yeah, the original CT60 was given to FDR as a birthday gift in 1945. They stopped making them, started making them again. Just, it is an absolute work of art. I bet it's super expensive. They have them for men, they have them for women. And boy, oh boy, are they pretty. Yeah, $7,200. $72.50 for the one I like. Looks like they start at $42.50. There's a bargain. You should go jump on that. Oh yeah, nice big it is. Okay, so what do we have here? Song info. Jacob, I'm looking at the song info, the song information editor, and that information is already there. If that's what you're referring to, that information's there. So it should show up when it plays, hopefully. Ooh, have a zoom button. All right, now I have to talk about technology, and I don't know what to start with. How do I? Shit. Yeah. Okay, so Danielle cannot get back in, and I don't know how. I don't know how. Shit. I don't know how to get her back in. What the? Hmm. Technical issues. Gonna have to stop this broadcast, set up a new one. Be back in a minute.